The Labrador breed dates back to at least the 1830s, when St. John's water dogs bred by European settlers in Newfoundland were first introduced to Britain from ships trading between Canada and Poole in Dorsetshire. These were then bred with British hunting dogs to create what became known as the Labrador Retriever. Its early patrons included the Earl of Malmesbury, the Duke of Buccleuch, the Earl of Home, and Sir John Scott. Early writers have confused the Labrador with the much larger Newfoundland and the Lesser Newfoundland, with Charles St. John even referring to the Lesser Newfoundland as the Newfoundland. Colonel Peter Hawker describes the first Labrador as being not larger than an English pointer, more often black than other colors, long in its head and nose with a deep chest, fine legs, and short and smooth coat, and did not carry its tail as highly as the Newfoundland. Hawker distinguishes the Newfoundland from both the proper Labrador and St. John's breed of these dogs in the 5th edition of his book Introductions to Young Sportsmen, published in 1846. The first photograph of the breed was taken in 1857, the Earl of Home's dog, Nell, described both as a Labrador and a St. John's water dog. By 1870, the name Labrador Retriever became common in England. The first yellow Labrador on record was born in 1899, Ben of Hyde, kennels of Major C.J. Radcliffe, and the breed was recognized by the Kennel Club in 1903. The first American Kennel Club, AKC, registration was in 1917. The liver, now typically called chocolate, Labrador emerged in the late 1800s, with liver-colored pups documented at the Buccleuch Kennels in 1892. The first documented silver Labrador Retriever was an 18-month-old bitch female advertised in an English newspaper in 1904. Source: Western Gazette. Newspaper, Yeovil, Somerset, Friday the 15th of January 1904. This indicates that the year of birth of the silver Labrador was 1902. The original Kennel Club breed standard, which was in effect from 1916 until the 1950s, specified that Labradors should be black or any other whole color, indicating that yellow and chocolate were not the only colors. Numerous other historical articles and advertisements confirm the existence of silver Labradors early in the 20th century. This recessive color, often a subject of controversy among Labrador breeders who do not understand genetics, is sometimes mistakenly thought to originate in North America from crossbreeding with the Weimaraner in the second half of the 20th century. No evidence of this theory is known to exist. The first dog to appear on the cover of Life magazine was a black Labrador Retriever called Blind of Arden, in the 12th of December 1938 issue. Labrador Retrievers have proven to have a high success rate at becoming guide dogs. A study was recently done on how well 4 different breeds, Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever, Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever mix, and German Shepherds, trained to become guide dogs. In this experiment, German Shepherds had the highest chance of not completing it. Labrador Retrievers and Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever mix had the highest success rate. However, German Shepherds and Golden Retrievers had a higher success rate after going through longer training than the training required for Labrador Retrievers. Labradors are powerful and indefatigable swimmers noted for their ability to tolerate the coldest of water for extended periods of time. Their ability to work quietly alongside hunters while watching for birds to fall from the sky, marking where they land and then using their outstanding nose to find and retrieve dead or wounded birds has made them the king of waterfowl retrievers. They are also used for pointing and flushing and make excellent upland game hunting partners. The high intelligence, initiative and self-direction of Labradors in working roles is exemplified by dogs such as Endel, who was trained to, if need be, put his human who uses a wheelchair in the recovery position, cover him with a blanket, and activate an emergency phone. A number of Labradors have also been taught to assist their owner in removing money and credit cards from ATMs with prior training. The breed is used in water rescue, lifesaving. It continues in that role today, along with the Leonberger, Newfoundland and Golden Retriever dogs. They are used at the Italian School of Canine Lifeguard. Labradors have been used as war dogs. During the Vietnam War they were used as scout dogs to track down dead or wounded soldiers or enemy positions. A Labrador may be expected to live for 10 to 12 years. It is a healthy breed with relatively few major problems. Notable issues related to health and well-being include inherited disorders and obesity, most are missing all or parts of the appetite-regulating POMC gene. A Royal Veterinary College study, and one conducted by the University of Sydney, have concluded that chocolate-colored Labradors have a shorter average life expectancy than other colors of Labrador, by about 10%, and are more likely to suffer some health problems. Labradors are somewhat prone to hip and elbow dysplasia, especially in larger dogs. Eye diseases may include progressive retinal atrophy, cataracts, corneal dystrophy, and retinal dysplasia. They can suffer from exercise-induced collapse, which causes hyperthermia, weakness, collapse, and disorientation after short bouts of exercise, or from obesity, which in some cases may be partly due to the absence of part or all of the propionmelanocortin gene. There is no global stud book for Labradors, nor is there detailed information on the numbers of Labradors living in each country. In 2005, the 5 countries with the largest numbers of Labrador registrations are the United Kingdom, France, the United States, Sweden, and Finland. OFA statistics suggest that yellow and black Labradors are registered in very similar numbers, yellow slightly more than black, chocolate in lesser numbers. The Labrador Retriever, formerly known as the Labrador, is a British breed of retriever gun dog. It was developed in the United Kingdom from fishing dogs imported from the colony of Newfoundland, now a province of Canada, and was named after the Labrador region of that colony. It is among the most commonly kept dogs in several countries, particularly in the Western world. The Labrador is loyal, obedient, and playful. It was bred as a sporting and hunting dog but is widely kept as a companion dog. It may also be trained as a guide or assistance dog, or for rescue or therapy work. In the 1830s, the 10th Earl of Home and his nephews the 5th Duke of Buccleuch and Lord John Scott, imported progenitors of the breed from Newfoundland to Europe for use as gun dogs. Another early advocate of these Newfoundland fishing dogs was the 2nd Earl of Malmesbury, who bred them for their expertise in waterfowling. During the 1880s, the 3rd Earl of Malmesbury, the 6th Duke of Buccleuch, and the 12th Earl of Home collaborated to develop and establish the Labrador Retriever breed. The dogs Buccleuch Avon and Buccleuch Ned, given by Malmesbury to Buccleuch, were mated with bitches carrying blood from those originally imported by the 5th Duke and the 10th Earl of Home. The offspring are the ancestors of all modern Labradors.